I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is John Deak. My channel is called John Deak Toy Reviews and More. Today we're going to check out the brand new Neca Batman Returns 1/4 scale Catwoman figure, the Michelle Pfeiffer figure. I'm super excited about this. I've been waiting for it for a long time. Really quick, I just want to mention to you guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. If you're into toys and all those kind of things, subscribe. I do awesome videos that I think you'll enjoy. And make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you like this video. So with that said, let's dive right into it. It just arrived from here in California, their fulfillment center. It went on sale at Amazon.com the day before yesterday, and I just got it. Just arrived here in California. So this is the brown shipper, and it's your basic brown shipper. Batman Returns, Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, made in China, Neca. Side gives you the measurements, same thing, and then you got your Neca tape up top. Let's get it out of the box, guys. I got it out of the box. As you guys know, with all of my reviews, I like to be right there along with you guys when I first see it. So this is actually my first time seeing the figure. I noticed a little bit of damage to the box there, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully the figure's not damaged, which is the most important part of all of this. Holy cow, guys, I'm looking at this thing and this is crazy. Man, I have been waiting for a Catwoman for a long time. Hot Toys, take note, guys. These guys are doing it for $100. You guys have the license. Give us what we want. Anyway, let's go over the box. Right in front of you, you'll notice that the typical Neca cutout is right here, and you'll have some snow on the open area here on the plastic. Has some scratches in it. The familiar Batman Returns logo, which is awesome, and then right up top it says the cat. So let's check out the side. Looks like we go over some of the accessories here. Hands, whip, taser. And she comes with 2 head sculpts. How awesome is that? And then you have the back of the box right here with her whip pose. Hear Me Roar, Selena Kyle. Then it tells you all of the different accessories, and also it lets you know the different points of articulation. Sorry about that, my camera went out of focus for 1 second. So it lets you know the different, lets you know that there's 28 points of articulation, and it tells you all of the accessories. This is the other side of the box, very iconic Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman pose, and this is pretty cool. This is the top of the box, and it's actually a cutout clear plastic with the 92 Batman Returns Catwoman logo. And then we have the bottom of the box right here, and it just kind of goes along, and oh, okay, cool. So it has the artists labeled here. There you go, Hot Toys. If you're looking for somebody who can do the Catwoman head sculpt, talk to these people here. All right, so that's the box. Let me take a little break, get it out of the box, and play with it for a little bit so I can give you guys a good comprehensive review. I'll be right back. Guys, I spent a little bit of time with the figure right off the bat, okay? First thing I want to talk about and let you guys know is that you are not going to get this figure to stand on its own without its little plate that comes with, the little accessory stand plate that pops into the bottom of her high heel, or you're gonna need a stand. No way, not gonna happen. This figure is not standing up on its own. It's gonna fall over every time, unless you are a, you know, circus balancing act and you can do it, that's great. But with one little bump or anything really, somebody walks by, it's gonna fall over. Second thing I want to tell you guys, here on the suit, there are little white stitches, okay, of thread that come out. And it's not a lot. There's probably maybe on the whole figure 15, 20 strands, and if you're not careful, that's gonna happen. You're gonna pull one off by mistake the way I did. So again, be careful when you're handling this figure. With that said, let's go over the accessories really quick. You guys will get one set of hands, and you can really see the intricate detail in these hands. I mean, they're the metal nails, claws for her. Yeah, that's really awesome. And then you have one here, another one. So the hands are definitely awesome. They paid a lot of attention to detail with the hands. And then you have a 1/4 scale taser. I don't think I've ever held a toy taser before. And it actually has the Batman Returns Catwoman logo on it. It has its little prongs there. Just kidding. And then it has a clip right there at the bottom. And I'm not really entirely sure where it clips to just yet. So that's the taser. Then you have your whip. And the whip actually has metal inside of it, so it's posable. You can, you know, form it, move it whichever way you want to, so you can get that cool dynamic whipping pose that Catwoman does in many of the scenes in the film. Yeah, so that's the whip. You guys are gonna see a lot of editing in this video because this figure keeps falling down. Okay, so then you have the second head sculpt. This is where all the glory comes in right here. I mean, that is just a crazy spot on Michelle Pfeiffer 92 Catwoman head sculpt right there. I mean, they really did such an awesome job. I mean, I'm super impressed. I have to give him credit right here. So let's take a closer look here. You could see all of the stitching, and the stitching on the head and the body and the entire suit. You can feel it. It's raised. It feels like real stitching. I mean, they just did a hell of a job with this figure. And then you have the bottom there where it pops in and so forth. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go over the articulation for this figure, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you the battle damaged head sculpt towards the end there. Like I said, this figure is not going to stand on its own. You're going to need a stand for this figure. There's no way around it. But for now, I'm going to pull this off so I can manage it here. Let's start with the head articulation. The head pivots down, back, it'll move left, it's kind of funny, right, and it'll actually just go all the way around. So it's pretty much a full rotation and fully articulated head. So that's pretty awesome. The shoulders will rotate all the way up to this point right here. It will not go beyond that. They will go back down, and you can actually get a full rotation out of the arm on both sides. And then you have a double jointed elbow. So the first part will look like this. It'll go up and then it'll go even more up. So that is a pretty insane amount of articulation for the arm, I think. Give you guys an idea what it looks like up front there. And then it goes back down, and then you also have a swivel at the elbow there, and then your wrist will obviously move whichever way you want to rotate it. It goes all the way around, up, down, left, right. So you have a pretty awesome swivel wrist there. The waist, the ab crunch, she does have a little bit of a forward ab crunch. It goes back and forward. It doesn't feel like it locks into place. You can actually almost rotate it any which way you want. So it doesn't feel like it locks into place. So it's not like a ratcheted ab crunch, like sort of how the some of the Batman figures are. And then she has her corsage. Man, I hope I said that right. I don't know. Is that what it's called? A corsage? Corset? Yeah. Shows how much I get laid. Anyway, this thing here is just a separate piece from the entire figure. It does not come off, but it is a separate piece. It's made of rubber. These laces here are actually not real laces. It's just rubber molding, and it's molded, and then it looks like they probably just attach it to the figure somehow. So that part there is rubber, and it does not come off, but it is separate from the figure, so it kind of moves around and so forth. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the legs. The legs, pretty much, it's a little bit disappointing with the legs, I won't lie. You always have that fear of breaking a NECA toy because the joints are so extremely tight, and I'm not sure if that's the case here, but I guess I'll figure it out. But anyway, the legs, they will move up like that to allow her to almost do a full split. So that's pretty awesome. And they are ratcheted. And then here's my issue with this specific figure. I don't know if it's broken or if something's wrong with it, but the leg will, go forward. This leg will go forward here like this, as you can tell, and it'll actually go a little bit back. This leg, however, is just, it feels like I'm destroying this figure when I rotate that leg. And that is painful to do on camera. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm pretty sure that that's not supposed to sound like that, especially when this one seems to be perfectly fine. So I don't know what to do about that. Maybe ask for a replacement and try it, but this is not a normal ratcheting feeling to me like I get from NECA figures. So that might be just a damaged figure. Anyway, let's continue. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay, so you have the you have a double knee joint actually, which is pretty wild. So you can come back like this, and then you can actually go all the way up like this. Tell me that's not a crazy amount of articulation for a knee joint. I think it is. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Same thing with this knee. You get it back. It goes all the way back like that. So she does her, skipping along like a crazy woman trying to kill half of the people in Gotham. All right. Then you have the high heels right here and the boots. They are separate pieces, so you are going to get a rotation out of the boot. It'll go back, it'll go forward, it'll go left, it'll go right. The boot itself does not move. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. The legs will also rotate out like this and back in. Okay. All right, so the high heels, let's get a little close up here. Check them out. Really nice. Stitching is done very well. The appearance of the figure is magnificent. Guys, I love the way this thing looks, but I'm just bummed out about that leg, This is not like something I'm just reviewing for for, you know, YouTube. This is like gonna be mine on my shelf. I don't particularly want a broken one. So anyway, the bottom of the heels have the little holes there for this plate. It's just a really thin piece of plastic, and with a little nub there that you can stick into the bottom of her shoe like this, and it stays on, and you can sort of use it as a stand for her. I don't recommend it. I think it's kind of crappy. It doesn't really work very well. During the course of this review, the figure fell probably about 4 or 5 times with this thing. So if you want to get something more secure, I highly recommend you get like a doll stand or something like that, because I don't think this thing's gonna cut it, to be honest with you. So okay, that's pretty much all the articulation. Let me go ahead and get this thing stable so I can zoom in and show you guys the awesome battle damaged head sculpt. That is the battle damaged head sculpt that comes with it, and it is pretty damn amazing, if I have to say so myself. The hair is actually already styled, and it's positioned to sort of that crazy battle damaged look that's in the film. So I'm sure you could style it yourself, but I don't think you really need to mess with it too much. So there it is. You can see the holes on the back of her mask where the hair is coming out. You can see the ears there, and again, the stitching on the material, you can feel it, it's raised. So that's pretty awesome. Okay guys, just for a quick comparison of size and what this Catwoman figure is going to look alongside of your Penguin and Batman, that's it right here. I mean, that's the family. I mean, this looks awesome. I mean, that Penguin is so badass. I love it. And the Batman is just a phenomenal figure. So that's it right there. That's what it's going to look like with the battle damaged head, and that's what it's going to look like with the regular head right there. So just a quick comparison to show you guys, you know, what it's going to look like, but it definitely does look badass, I think. Final thoughts. What do I think of this figure? I think it looks fantastic. I think it is a nightmare to get, you know, this thing to stand up properly. You're gonna have some difficulty there, but then again, it just, you know, you just have to figure out what stand is gonna work for this figure, and it's not gonna be the one that's included with it. I'll tell you that right now. So just find a good stand for it. The head sculpts, they look fantastic. I mean, they just did an amazing job sculpting these 2 head sculpts, and you get 2 of them. You get the entire figure, and you get 2 of the head sculpts and the accessories for $100. I mean, it blows my mind how Neca is doing this. The articulation, fantastic amount of articulation. I'm happy with it. The double joints in the arms, the double joints in the knees, it really will allow you guys to do a lot of the signature poses from the film. And I think that's what Neca had in mind when they built this figure for us. I am totally not happy about the joint in the leg, which pretty much feels like it's about to just crack right off. And I have, about 4 or 5, 6 different 4th scale NECA figures, and I'll tell you right now, none of them do that. So I'm probably going to just get it exchanged. It could just be a quality control issue. I'm sure they'll exchange it for me with no issues there. Would I buy it again if I wasn't reviewing it? Yes. I mean, I love the 92 Batman Returns. It is still the best unofficial Christmas movie from the 90s, in my opinion. And I think the Catwoman figure really completes this line, and NECA has done a fantastic job of completing this line. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Smash that like button for me, subscribe for more videos, Check out my group 1/6 Society on Facebook. Awesome group of people. We talk about toys, have lots of fun in there. Come join us. That's it. I'll catch you guys at the next video.